We spoke about some of the networking tips in my previous video, and I'm glad that you liked the suggestions. Not only that, I think there are a few other tips which I felt I should share with you. So, here is one golden tip that I think will go a long way in increasing the effectiveness of your networking meetings. The basic premise is that people do not care about you, they care about themselves. So, while you are wondering what you are speaking, does it make sense to them or not, the other person is not thinking about what you are speaking. They are also in the same boat as you. They are thinking about whether what I am speaking is making sense and who is listening to me actively and attentively. And not only that, is somebody able to recall what I said after a day or two or even later? I think nothing brings a person more joy than that. And so, the way to take advantage of this is by not speaking as much as you end up listening. Counterintuitive, right? After all, you want something from the other person. For instance, you may be speaking to somebody senior and the person may be in a position to give you a job that you may be angling for. What would you do? Typically, the first reaction would be to use the opportunity, the first available opportunity, and push the fact that you're looking for a job, you're looking for a change, you could be open to opportunities, etc. But what I am suggesting is something completely contradictory to what you would otherwise do. I would say do not even mention the fact that you are looking for a job in the person's organization. In fact, do not speak much, but try and listen to that person attentively. You will be surprised to know this, but people do not remember what others spoke in a meeting, but they remember who listened to them attentively during a meeting. So, if you just do that, it will go a long way in boosting your prospects. And the first objective is anyway not to get the job. That's not going to happen over an exchange of cards at an event, right? What is going to happen is that you will be entrenched in the person's memory, and if you then do the follow up that I mentioned, the same thing that we discussed earlier, not just exchanging cards, but ensuring the person is in your contact details, following up with a text message. Beyond that, if you use the next 24 or 48 hours, certainly not more than that, to recollect what the person spoke about and find something which is related to that, maybe an article, maybe some news piece, whatever it may be, nothing about you again. It's something about what the person spoke and how it correlates to something else going on in the world, and share that piece with them and say that this reminded you of the conversation you had with them and how insightful the other person was. Of course, there is no need to patronize a person at a senior level. You should not go overboard trying to say that the person is insightful or share gems of wisdom if actually it was just a casual conversation. Keep it contextual, keep it real, keep it authentic, but keep the basic rule in mind. People remember who listened to them rather than what others spoke. And use that to your advantage. Your opportunity will come once you are in the circle of contact and conversation with the other person. You can, of course, use the right opportunity to ask for a favor or indicate that you are looking for something, and if there is any way in which they can help, you would be grateful. So, for instance, even if you say that you're looking for a job and if they could find any leads, you do not need to say that I need a job in your organization and please refer me to the HR department or the recruiting manager. I think that will go a long way, and naturally, the other person will go out of the way to try and make something work for you, even if it is not possible that they offer you a job in their organization. Hopefully, that helps and it changes the paradigm of how you think you need to behave in a meeting with anybody else, whether it's at a networking event or even if it's in a meeting in a corporate setup, in a boardroom or a meeting room, whatever the context may be. But this rule applies universally. So apply this to your networking, to your corporate life, and wish you all the success. If you found value in this, do smash the like button, add your comment below, because nothing like ensuring that you stay in the minds of the other person. And the same applies in this conversation that we are having. I would remember you if you would indicate that you've listened to me and that it has added some value to you. So try this out. This is a good way to practice what you just learned and leave a comment behind. It will not only help you reinforce the learning, but actually operationalize it. And of course, we'll become friends. That would be nice, isn't it?